Hi, I'm Jeff Regier, and I'm here with Anonymous for the Voiceless. So this is an organization that uses art installations where participants wear this mask and hold screens to show modern farm and slaughterhouse footage to spread awareness about how animals suffer for our food choices. And the goal is to inspire people to choose and adopt a vegan lifestyle that doesn't require animals to suffer.
Why are you personally invested in this?
I'm vegan because I've seen with my own eyes how animals are made to suffer, and I recognize that although there are differences between humans and farm animals in their capacity to suffer, we're the same. We suffer the same way. We have the same central nervous system. We feel pain the same way. We suffer emotionally the same way, and for that reason, they deserve to be free from that pain that we inflict on them.
Hi, this is Roger. I am going to give you my commentary now on how I feel about the Anonymous for the Voiceless protest that I featured in the first minute or a little more of this video. I think there are three good reasons for going vegan. Number one, there are many reasons for going vegan, but I think they can be condensed to three main ones. Number one, it is better for health. Lots of data show that a meat diet isn't the best for you. You want to cut down on red meat. Lots of data show that certain types of dairy aren't good for you. I've been doing videos on this. That's well established medically and scientifically. So a vegan diet is healthier, or perhaps close to vegan diet is healthier. Number two, it is better for the environment. Once again, lots of data shows that you're using less water, less farmland, producing less pollutants, contributing less to global warming, taking up less space on this increasingly crowded planet if you are eating vegan. So it is better for the planet. If you care about the fellow human beings, if you care about the environment, vegan is the way to go. Number three, there is the ethical or moral reason. It's moral because it allows you to allow others to have access to as much resources as you have. Once again, you're taking up less food resources, less space, less water, less of everything. And the ethical argument about treatment of animals. It's better to be vegan. Animals don't have to suffer as much. And those are the three main reasons for going vegan. Anonymous for the Voiceless really jumps, I think, on the moral aspect of it, or the ethical aspect rather, the aspect of how we treat animals. I'm going to provide a link to their information below this video so you can click and see and hear what they have to say for yourselves. How do I feel about their tactics? I am excited to see young people embracing a vegan lifestyle. I'm excited to see people be concerned about the ethical treatment of animals. I don't think that shock tactics work. I don't think if look at the poor animal tactic works. I think those sort of really emotional responses are short-term in duration. I would love to see and love to talk to someone who's been vegan for 10 years. I didn't find anyone at the protest who came close to that. And maybe there are, and maybe I need to hear from them, but there wasn't anyone in the protest who had been vegan for an extremely long period of time. So it's interesting, I think, would be to see what happens to this sort of like, oh, I feel sorry for the animals when you're looking at a 10, 12, 20-year commitment to veganism. I did, when they asked me how long I've been vegan, I didn't actually. I volunteered that I've been vegan for 40 years, which isn't precisely true. I've been vegetarian for 20 years, and I was vegan for an additional 20 years on that. A lot of the protesters, I don't think, have been alive for 40 years. So I think I'm speaking from experience in terms of sort of where your personal ethics have to align beyond sort of the initial emotional response. I'm uncomfortable with the tactics that sort of say you should feel a certain way. I think emotion is an important part of our response to making a healthy lifestyle choice, to treating others and treating the planet fairly, but emotion is part of that. I think there's also an intellectual or mental response where you make an informed decision that feels good for you and feels like the right thing to do. So it's the moral with the mental that go hand in hand. I don't think fear works for a long-term motivator. I don't think shock works for a long-term motivator. And so those are some of my concerns with their tactics. I think it's great that they're raising the debate about veganism, and I was excited to see them down on English Bay. The religious aspect of what they're doing makes me uncomfortable. Why religious aspect? Because it seemed a little bit like sort of like, we're right, you need to get on board, which is sort of the take that a lot of religions take. And I'm not really comfortable with that. I think people need to find their own way, and you make information available, but you don't preach at people. One of the things that I really found uncomfortable was the use of the Guy Fawkes mask. I know in modern culture that represents anonymous, which is sort of like, hey, we're doing good things, but we're anonymous, like we're on the internet and we're stopping bad things and we're anonymous. Guy Fawkes is a guy who, the mask is supposed to be portraying, is a guy who tried to blow up the British Parliament buildings. And he did that because he didn't like that they had gone Protestant and he was Catholic. So he thought if he blew up the Parliament, he could switch things around and get Catholics back in there. So there's a lot of religious overtones to the appearance of Guy Fawkes that I think modern people or sort of contemporary people, when they use the mask, don't really get. He's supposed to be a symbol of anarchy, but I don't think he wanted anarchy. He just wanted his particular version of how to run things. So I'm uncomfortable with that. I'm a vegan. I make all these videos about being vegan. I am not hiding my face. This is my face. And it's a vegan face. And I'm proud of being vegetarian for 20 years, vegan for 20 more, so at least 40 years of caring about the environment. And that's really good. I feel good about that. It's an emotional choice, but it's also a mental choice. I think I can defend my position without relying on, oh, look at the poor animals. Chickens are animals. There's lots of animals that are treated cruelly. If you really want to stop cruelty, why not also stop being cruel to other people? Which I'm sure everybody's in favor of. Okay, this was me rambling on about fitness, health, and nutrition and the anonymous, Voices for the Anonymous protest I saw. And reminding you, as I always do, there are 2 keys to being healthy that I like to push. Fresh fruit and exercise. Thanks for watching.